It's one of the best shapes that's been on telly like in a while, Brassic.
Yeah,
Obviously,
people have responded really well to it, you know.
he's just finished on it like the last
Yeah,
episode that last week.
yeah.
My favourite episode is the first one you were in, the weed dance.
Oh, the Wheat Farm. People buzzed off that episode, you know. Like, people love that episode.
It is class
And I
up.
remember, like, meeting, because it's, you know, big fan of Joe Gilgan. Um, this is England and all of that. And we'd all met at the table read very briefly. Michelle Keegan, who's fucking double close mate now, um, and all of the others. And I knew a few of them, but then Dom West, man, you know, it's just Dominic West from The Wire. Do you know what I mean? It's McNulty from The Wire, so I'm just like, it's fucking McNulty from The Wire, and I don't give a fuck about actors, man. I've done this since I was 8. If I see a rock star or a footy player or a boxer or whatever, then I'll be like, oh, get on him. But actors, give a shit. I went to the Oscars. An ex-girlfriend of mine won an Oscar and went to the Oscars. Literally didn't bat an eyelid. Apart from Patrick Stewart was there and another superhero person, I'm not going to say the name, person was there when we were in the toilets. And I had to have a look and see who had the biggest dick. That was the only time. So I could say whether Marvel or DC. And then I remember introducing myself to Dom, and he's an absolute gentleman, Dom, like just the coolest fella. And then most of the scene, most of the episode, he's tied to a chair, and I've got this harpoon pointed at, and I'm doing all the madness of Ronnie for the first time, you know. And I remember afterwards, and everyone else, and it's phenomenal, you know. It's a really, really tight episode that I'm gonna have to watch that because I never watch things, you know. But I remember it being really good, and I remember at the end of this, I think it was the day when I'd done all the stuff when I was flicking the ash on the copper's head and all that, and all that stuff. He waited in the car park, Dom, and said the nicest thing. He said, I could have sat in that chair and watched you act all day. I was like, get in there, McNulty's on me, man. So that was good. And then I ended up jumping in his car to go back to Manchester. We both had hotels in Manchester, right? So we're in the back of his car and we stopped off at, I wanted to get some skins and tobacco and that, right? To make to only joint. And Dom did. So we go into this tiny little shop in Moss Side. It was just like a kiosk, right? With those gaffs that have like one box of Nesquik on the shelf and some fucking Pampers there, like just empty as fuck. And he goes in, he just goes up to the counter